Oh, maybe. All right, I think we're good. Yes, we're lit. Okay. Hi. This isn't the video that I thought I was gonna be posting today. I have a video that I started and then this happened. And I don't have a lot of time because I'm supposed to be posting tomorrow, but today is Thursday, and so I'm just gonna tell this story. I'm not gonna cut much, so I don't know if there's gonna be a lot of blank space, Taylor Swift, in the video, so we're just gonna have to roll with it. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a video without any edits in it, or very few, because I don't have a lot of time. But something happened last night. Oh, this is weird. I've been in an accident before, but this one was pretty different. Some of you know what happened. So last night, Wednesday night, it wasn't even like that late, which is weird. I got hit by a drunk driver, and so it was literally like 8:45. They put, I think, 8:53 on the police report, but I'm fine. We'll just put that out there. Also, I'm okay, don't worry. I guess I'm filming this video so you guys know that. But yeah, so I was driving to go hang out with some people, and going into the little area I was going into, I don't know how to describe this. There's like an area with a couple shops and stuff. So I was going down this street, and there's apartments on the right side, and there's kind of a sharp left that you come up to. I don't know if it actually says like 25 or 35 miles per hour, but it's a pretty sharp-ish turn. If you're coming the other direction, generally when people are coming the other direction, they like to speed. And people get pulled over there a decent amount because they're just taking that corner way too fast. And so I'm driving, and then the way I was going, the turn goes to the left. And so I was turning left, and I don't know if he was trying to pass me or what, but I literally, maybe there are gonna be cuts in this video because I can't talk. But I take this turn, and maybe like halfway through the turn, he just slams into the, it's not the passenger side, the driver's side, but it wasn't my door, it was the one behind my door. The back driver's side door closer to the tire, really, so it wasn't, but the door doesn't even open now anymore. I tried to open the door, it won't open. So I'm taking the turn, I'm probably like halfway through, and he hits me there, and then I swerve and turn, and now I'm like right in the middle of the road, not facing the right direction, like perpendicular with it, and luckily no other cars were coming the other direction, or they could have run into me too. So he hits me, I'm like still like in shock, and I'm just like, oh my god, that didn't just happen, what the heck? And like a couple things, I'm glad I didn't have any drinks in my car, because I have a cup holder that like will just collapse at like nothing. It's really not stable at all, so that would have gone like everywhere. I didn't have anything, really, a ton of stuff in my car. I mean, the middle like console that's between the driver's side and the passenger side seat flipped over, and then I had my phone on the passenger seat, and that flew onto the ground. But other than that, I mean, nothing really. The story is going to be like all over the place because I'm bad at like telling stuff in order, and there's like a bunch of different things I want to say, and I hope I don't forget anything. But yeah, so he hits me in that side, and then he tries to, so you can actually keep going straight down that road too. It curves, there's a sharp left, or you can kind of go straight-ish as well. But that goes into like an apartment complex. I don't think it goes to another main street, if that makes sense. I think it dead ends. So I spin around a little bit, and I'm just perpendicular in the middle of the road, and I turned around to like see who hit me, because I didn't see him coming at all. I like am kind of partway through the turn, and then I don't know, I think I see headlights, and then I turn around, and then I see him like right as he's hitting me, basically. I didn't have any time to react or do anything. I think if I wasn't there, he would have just kept going straight. He was at a little bit of an angle, so if my car wasn't there, I think he would have just kept going straight and hit like the brick wall that goes along so after there's that sharp turn, the street keeps going, there's a sidewalk, and then there's some more apartments, there's a brick wall, that goes along that street as well. But I'll have to insert some pictures so you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm turning the corner, he hits me, I'm perpendicular in the street, he keeps going straight to try and drive away, and I'm looking over, and I see the car, he kind of stalls for a little bit and stops, And so I thought maybe, okay, I'll just pull over to the side of the street. I pulled over, so I was perpendicular in the road. The road's going this way. This is a weird, I don't know how to show you guys this, and maybe I should face the other direction. I don't know. Okay, so the road goes, can you guys see this? Okay. So the road can curve left, or you can keep going straight. I'm turning like this, and he just doesn't even try to turn. I don't even know if he saw the turn coming. He doesn't even try to turn, it seems like. I'm turning, he was behind me, I'm pretty sure. I'm turning, he's just gonna still go straight even though there's a turn coming and hits me. So I'm facing like that. And then I'm like, okay, I'll just pull over to the side of the road right here. And then he stalls for a second and then keeps going straight a little bit and tries to drive away. And then, pretty sure, there's not another street that connects back to the road over here. I'm pretty sure he went around and drove on the grass and came back down along this way before the brick wall starts. The brick wall starts further down. Hi, here's my hand. This is so... Anyways, so he comes and he's just driving back onto the street. I think he drives over the grass. I'm pretty sure before the brick wall starts. And then he fishtails back into the street and then hits the brick wall. And there's like two kind of sections to the brick wall because it's on like a hill. So the brick wall, it's like flat here, but then it goes away, and then it goes, and it gets higher a little bit. And I'm pretty sure he got stalled on the brick wall. I think one of his tires, I don't know, he was trying to slam on the gas still and get away, because I could hear the tires spinning, and I have some Snapchat videos. I don't know if I can insert videos from Snapchat into this or not, but I don't know, his tires were spinning, he was trying to get away for a little bit, and I didn't want to like approach him because you never know what people have on them, so I was just kind of like watching him and just sitting there like not believing that this is actually happening, and I'm just kind of watching him like I don't really know what to do right now. At this point he's still in the car trying to get away. He hasn't run away yet because he's so stupid. Okay, so I'm just there making sure I'm good and just kind of watching this happen, and then someone like runs by who lives in the apartments nearby and says he heard the crash happen. And he said he had one of his friends calling 911 because I was getting ready to call 911. I had it punched in, but I hadn't called it yet. Okay, so he comes walking up to my car and tells me to roll the window down, tells me that he's got someone calling 911. And at this point, I just, there's someone there at least with me so I can kind of tell someone what happened and talk to. So I get out of my car and put the hazards on and leave it there. I left it running for a little bit before I actually decided to turn it off. I probably should have just turned it off right away. But, so my car is sitting there running, and we're just sitting there kind of talking and also watching what this guy's doing. And at this point, another car pulls along past us and turns down that sharp turn and drives right past and pulls over a little bit past where the truck had crashed. Oh, also he knocked over, when he crashed into the brick wall, he knocked over and ran over a sign. So I think there's a picture of that. So he knocked over a sign. Anyway, there was a car that comes past across the accident and kind of pulls over a little bit. And the guy that was driving the truck got out of his car and went over to talk to the person in that car. I don't know if they knew each other or what, but they talked for a little bit. And then he went back to his truck, got inside, and still tried to drive away. And then after that, he got out of his car and started running. Now, I didn't want to chase after him at this point because my car was still running at this point. I didn't want to leave my stuff there in case, and the car was unlocked in case something got stolen from me. I'm already in an accident at this point, so I don't really want something stolen from me. So, but the guy that was there with me starts running after him, and so I'm just like, oh my gosh. So he's chasing him away, and he jumps a fence, I guess, is what he told me happened. But he definitely thought he was drunk because he was having issues getting over the fence, and he told me that he could have grabbed him if he wanted to, but he wanted to let the cops kind of deal with that. So he's like chasing him, and I hear him yelling. I think he's on the phone. I don't know if he was on the phone with 911 too, but I heard him yelling. I don't know if he was talking to anyone or if he was just saying this to me, but I hear him yelling at him, like, get back here, you're not gonna get away. He stops chasing him after he hops the fence and comes back to me. Oh, also his girlfriend comes running out of the apartments and is like, where'd he go? Would you see a guy, run this way? I was like, yeah, why? He's like, that's my boyfriend. And she goes after him, because I'm sure I'd be worried about someone I cared about like doing that. It seems kind of dangerous. So then at this point, we're kind of just looking at the damage and waiting for the police to get there. My friends that I was going to meet up with actually kind of show up at the same time as the cops do. So they show up, they just kind of ask me what happened, get everybody's stories, witnesses, and all that kind of stuff. Ask for my driver's license, registration, insurance, and all that information. And of course they can get this guy's registration and insurance because he just leaves his car there. I took a picture of his license plate and stuff like that. So he's pretty stupid. He just like kind of abandoned his car, and I guess, I mean, you don't want to get a DUI, I guess, because he definitely would have, and hopefully if they catch him, he will. So I'm assuming all of his information and stuff like that is in his vehicle. So I'm talking to one of the cops, giving them my information, and I think there were like 3 cop cars total that showed up or something like that. And then since this guy ran away, all of a sudden I hear a helicopter going off, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, they have a helicopter going around with the not headlight, that's a car thing, a spotlight I think is what you call it, with a spotlight shining down, going around the air trying to find this guy. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I think one of the police cars was also making laps and trying to find him and had their flashlight or whatever they call it out. So that was pretty crazy. So yeah, I'm giving an officer my part in the situation basically, and the guy and his girlfriend and all of my friends that had showed up in a couple separate cars were over by their cars, like talking and whatever. So I get done telling him my information, and the people that I was gonna hang out with come over and talk to me, whatever, ask me if I'm all right, whatever. A couple minutes go by, probably like 10 actually minutes, and then the cops tell me that we're free to go. You know, he gives me some information that I need to call my insurance and get it handled with. So yeah, they tell me I can leave. Basically, got that huge dent in the side of the car. Towards the back of that door, and also like it twisted the axle, he said, a little bit, so he didn't really want me to drive it for much more. Basically all I did was just drive it back home. The people I was gonna hang out with followed me home, and then I just went with them in their car for the rest of the night, and they dropped me off afterwards, so that was pretty cool. Oh, and another thing, so you guys know, I don't know if you know actually, that I got pulled over on my birthday, literally on my 21st birthday. I got pulled over for having a headlight out in that same car, the van. And this is also weird, he never actually gave me a physical ticket. He's like, okay, something's gonna come in the mail in a couple weeks and you have to get it signed off so that we know that you fixed it. And then there's like a $25 processing fee or something like that. The stuff didn't come in the mail for like a month or a month and a half, something like that. It was only like 3 weeks, maybe a month ago that we got it. And obviously a couple days after I got the ticket, I got it fixed. So it's been fixed for a long time now. And I think last week I went down to the court to try and get it signed off and pay the fee and whatever, but I guess my car was still under my mom's name, so she had to do it. And so we had plans, since my mom was off today and I was off today, to go get that done. And then last night I get in the freaking car accident, and so we can't drive down the van to show them that we got it fixed. So it ended up being okay. We just finished dealing with that. Basically I just had to take a picture of the van, making sure that the headlights were on in the picture and the license plate and whatever. So we just had to show a judge the picture and they got it all figured out. And so that's dealt with, but literally like we're gonna figure that out today and go bring it down there to, you know, get it signed off, and then it's totaled. Well, that's what they said, at least, that the car's probably going to be totaled. We're going to have someone come look at it, I think, soon-ish. I don't know, because I have to work the next 3 days. So I don't know when I'm going to be available to do that. But, sorry, I'm kind of venting right now. I think that's everything I wanted to say. Definitely an experience. It was kind of scary, because you just get kind of thrown all over the place. It wasn't like, I'm glad he wasn't going like much faster. My airbags, I don't think his airbags went off, so it couldn't have been like super fast, but I want to say like, I don't know speed limits, 35, 40, but I don't actually know because I wasn't looking at that at the time. I'm just glad he didn't hit me like in my door. If he was closer, you know, if he was closer behind me and I hadn't done as much of a turn as I had, he would have hit me, you know, in my door, and that would hurt a lot more instead of like behind me and kind of spinning me a little bit. And I know that there's definitely a lot worse situations you could be in. I'm definitely thankful that it wasn't any worse than it was and that I'm safe. So weird. I've been kind of like in a rut the last couple weeks. I don't really know how to describe it. Just, I don't know. But this definitely made me like glad that I'm still here, and you know, life is fragile. You know, you could be gone whenever, you know, God wants to take you. So I mean, yeah, that's all I gotta say. So Inexperience. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get places, but I'm still here, so this video is going up today. Obviously you're watching it. I don't know when I'm gonna get around to finishing the other video, so it might not go up until next Friday, although I already have another video scheduled to be filmed in a few days, so you might get a bonus video, or I guess this is the bonus video because I wasn't expecting this to happen. So, that's it. Always remember to be yourself and be positive, because you never know when you're not going to be here anymore. So that's all I got to say about that. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.